Welcome to the Link Up Podcast, episode 142. Yeah, 142. First time joining us, last time joining us, we appreciate it nonetheless. Call me what you like. I play host. Back for another week. I have my my trusty sidekick. I was going to say from Gun Bay, but he corrected me.
Can I just interrupt and say that I literally said trusty sidekick in my head?
So you trying?
I felt like
you trying to get straight. You trying to get straight. You trying to get straight. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. It's good to have you back though. It's good to have you back.
I missed y'all.
So forget Chris, who's from Sound Bluff.
Well, I'm not from Sound Bluff.
You were just.
So what you just said? Did you not just say you're from Sound Bluff?
No, well, he said Gun Bay. I mean, if you want to talk about currently where my mother is, she's in Sound Bluff. But that's not where.
Where do you identify that you are from?
Red Bay.
Ew.
Oh.
Ew. Red Bay.
So then what all of that was just now? Why you hackle us?
Well, no, because like where I spent all my time in East End was in East End.
You're defending your moment. I appreciate
that. You know, I was on Front Road.
Oh. Okay. Not the back one.
Not back road and not land road.
Chris, we have guests.
Right? The East End, general people Victor don't know nothing about them places.
I know.
I said that one time about somebody being from East End, and it was like, Gun Bay. I was like, is y'all listening? But yeah, all right. Sorry, Bob, I apologize. We have a guest here. Let me my apologies. So yeah, to my left, I have my guy here, Chris from Red Bay, representing Red Bay Massive. You know what I mean? One of the longest roads on earth. RBM. You know what I mean?
That was a real thing.
Pre-Grand Harbor days, y'all had nothing but Bush was there.
Red Bay Bush, baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
The OG is back. Her nails are done. Ooh.
Soon to be done again.
Ooh.
Hi guys, I'm back.
Kayla, it's been like forever. You left us.
It's been long.
You told us.
I feel like every time I come, it's been a long time. I feel like I apologize every time.
Oh, you know why? Because every time you come too, we can't use the episodes afterwards. The last two times,
That wasn't her fault, though.
Jinx it.
That wasn't her fault, though. That was other people's fucking fault.
I would like everybody to DM Victor
there you go,
after
Chris.
you listen to this episode.
Got it out the way.
How quick was the F-bomb in there?
Got it out the way.
How quick was the F-bomb in there real quick?
Ask why. Ask Victor, DM the page. DM the link up page after and be like, yo, what was the reason why we didn't drop the last episode?
I don't even know.
And follow the page while you at it.
So what was funny about that is that when you came on that second time, you said, yo, last one was here. We couldn't use the episode. And it happened again the same night.
Well, I didn't say it this time, so maybe it will work.
We just sat down there minding our business.
Yeah, it was
me. Chris was literally scrolling, looking at recipes on Pinterest, like, you know, one of those like,
you know, like when the calm is happening and it's like a hurricane behind you, they're tearing down everything, and Kayla just sitting down there at the calm.
I was not.
And this big Dragon Ball Z fight happening behind us.
You know what? It was good.
Happening in that story?
No, it was here.
It was right there. It was right there.
Smackdown right here.
Definitely was me.
When we do the
true Hollywood story.
The doc, we're gonna have to like
true.
We're gonna have to dig that up and do some clips from that because it was gold. There was gold in there.
That was good.
There was gold in there.
It makes for good.
I'm so happy to make you guys happy. Somebody got that recording. Yeah, we know who got it. You got it.
No, it was somebody else, right? Yeah, it wasn't him because we had to use something else.
Okay.
So it was rough. It's rough.
It's good to have you back.
I am happy to be back.
You did a rebrand on us though. I'm not happy.
I waiting to understand what this rebrand is.
You were here giving it up on us. You had Platonically Speaking. That was like a very highly rated show, and then you just went like corporate on us. Damn. You started talking about like work permits and stuff.
I got busy.
Work permits and like targets of the
mind a business that is paying me, okay?
Yeah.
Run me that money.
Yeah, Chris Payne. Also too, I'm not getting his name wrong. It's Stefan with an F.
With an F.
Yeah.
And
Bob with 2 B's.
And Bob, no S.
2 B's on the F.
First thing Victor did, Bob's what you saying?
Fuck that up.
It's all good, bro.
And that's a cultural thing too. We add S's on everything.
Yes, that is true. When I first came here, that was the first time it was called Bob's repeatedly. So he figured it was.
You looked a little triggered, just no.
Just a little bit. It's time. It was all good.
I thought it was more of a Spanish thing to add an S on to the end.
No, that's like blacks. You don't see people called Joe Buttons.
Buttons.
I've never seen that.
You've never heard that?
I've never
happens
seen
all
it
the time.
It's not black. It's blacks. Yeah, everything is a.
I mean, 1, 2 things, but.
So you came out with a story for us, or like, do I have to dig up the tone and speaking to kind of just reminisce? You have anything for us?
I don't think I don't really have anything spicy.
Are we gonna be serious the whole time?
I don't want to be serious. If I remember something, I'll let you guys know. We'll just do a little dip.
So Chris reminded me of something we used to do on Platonically Speaking, our podcast here, Link Up. We used to read your DMs on air. Is there anything in the DMs?
Let me see.
Let Chris see. Just remove the.
I don't know if I have anything good. The one that I had the other day, I think I deleted it because I clean it up ever so often because it's stupid.
Hi.
Oh, that person. That was Facebook. He just kept saying hi every day.
Why do men do that though?
And then and then you don't respond to them, and they still keep going. I'm like, do you expect that one day I'm just going to respond? Hi, gorgeous.
Persistence is key.
You know what's
Hi,
like
beautiful.
a funny story? Like almost every girl has when some random guy approaches them, whatever. The line that they kind of run is, "So we can't be friends, or?"
That's true.
Not a way in, bro. Friends.
And then their response is, "I have enough friends."
Yeah, all of mine are like, hi, good night. You must be wondering why this random guy texting me. The answer to that is, I think you're really beautiful.
Ooh, he hit you with riddles.
Whoa. Okay, well, that one was some effort. Better than a hey.
This message was removed.
He took it back?
Yeah.
Oh, he was drunk one night going through the IG, and then
I get that a lot. Like, hi, you're so beautiful. Happy New Year. Like, it's just.
Nah. We don't want to hear no girl.
I get calls too. Like, people call me.
Randomly calls?
Yes, random calls, either on Facebook or Instagram. And it is the strangest thing because I'm like, have not had any communication with some of these people. I'm like, you just decided that this is the time that you can call. It's just
they saw the
creepy.
post one.
It's creepy.
The bikini post is what it is.
Oh God! You see, I got straight for what I put on the internet.
HR girl over there. All right. Yeah, let's get into it. It's been a while. Chris, what's up with you, bro? I mean, I see you watching baseball because Ferrari still, Ferrari. And
I've been taking more active interest in summertime sports.
What's her name? That what I sound like.
In summertime sports. Just because it's things are down.
Yeah.
There's no sports on, so I figured I would find something that I could watch.
So
Premier League is back now. Baseball is on. Football is coming back.
Yeah, NFL starting back too. So since you mentioned baseball, though, I want to shout out Coach Bill and Coach Arvin over there at Little League at the bit.
Oh, Arvin, my boy.
He's a follow
my boy.
Yeah. So shout outs to Little League and all the good work.
My boy can drink.
Whoa, bro!
How did we get there?
we had some good nights with him, boy.
I suppose his mom is.
How did we get there?
Sorry, Coach Arvin. I was trying to.
We had some good times. Shout out to my boy Arvin.
Yo, you got a lot of drunken stories though.
And you don't?
Not as much as you.
No, you just don't say them.
It's with sports too.
Him? Oh yeah, that's his end. I'm at flag. I'm coaching.
I'm drunk. We went out after to celebrate.
You see him on the Saturday morning for meetings, and he's just moving slow. I'm like, what? I need coffee.
That was the first time I ever attended a staff party.
You talk about that one?
Yeah.
I need to get that name for you too. By the way, don't remind me. I'll get that name for
That
you.
sounds spicy.
Yeah. Sorry. Bob, we're much better than this. I apologize, but I don't hold up your time. Shout out to Bob. Thank you for joining us. Wristband.
Mm-hmm. Or no band.
I like the branding, I like the tag.
Who came up with that name, Wristband?
Yeah, why Wristband?
Oh, that's a long story.
That is a Bob question.
And it's for the sake of being concise. Years ago, a friend of mine from Barbados, he wanted to capture a tourist experience at Crop Over from start to finish. That's from the time they land at the airport, collecting costumes, et cetera, et cetera. And the name he came up for that initiative was Wristband. It was a give back, I guess, to the community, the culture. And so I wanted to start Carnival Concierge at the time. I'm taking people from Cayman to Barbados for Carnival. And I said to him, well, if you're going to capture everything, then how about I provide the people for you? So we agreed to do this thing. He ended up getting married and moving to Canada. And so, I touched base with him maybe a couple months later, asked him, what's the plan? What do you want to do with this Wristband thing going forward? He said he has to, table it because he's moving on with his life, has other things going on. So I asked for his blessing.
Yo, look how marriage slows you down, bro. Messed him right up, bro. Chris, stay single, my boy. Stay. Yeah.
You don't gotta tell me. You out there like you're giving me advice. I should be giving you some advice.
Hey, yo, the pod needs you. Okay, the pod needs you.
Focus.
Yeah, sorry.
But no, yeah, he got married, and so I asked him for his blessing to take it forward. And he was fine with it. Long time friend, I've known him since I was maybe 11 or 12 years old. So, yeah, that's how where the name initially came from. We started out doing Carnival concierge at first. I went ahead with that Cayman to Barbados initiative, maybe for 2 or 3 years. And then after that, transitioned into, up to COVID, transitioned into a full band, and here we are.
No, you're here.
Yeah.
You took this year off though, but no, you
Yeah, this year was
Pause.
What was it? But you guys had a meteoric rise because you went from like a section to then the next year being the biggest band.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen? Like that just doesn't happen overnight. I mean,
look to your left.
Quick, fast.
Look to your left. Look to your left. Give them people the credit, man.
It was honestly, it was fast. I think our first 2 years Renegade Mass, year one was just under 30 people. Year two, close to 100. And year three, we broke 100 for the first time. And then coming out as a full band, it was around 500 people in our first year as a full band. And then after that, we practically doubled that number. So I mean, from 30 to 1,000 in how much time? 5-6 years. Mm-hmm. If you take out COVID.
Less.
I'm gonna say that as someone who watches from like the outside, and being close to it for years. You just heard the horror stories, bro, of people with bad service, spending this money.
Yeah.
Day before the carnival.
Outfits not coming.
Not ready yet. No, like come and meet me. Let me glue this piece on for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember hearing that type of feedback about Wristband from the jump. Was that you guys had really good, I guess, customer service, or that was your competitive advantage when
Top
it came to that.
notch. Can't compete.
Yeah, and I think because you guys are so close to it, you guys have experienced that with other bands.
Yeah.
So you knew what not to do.
Honestly, the carnival industry is volatile in a lot of ways. The more aspects of your supply chain you own, the easier it becomes. But the issue is that you are outsourcing so many different things. So, like, I'm not making the costumes. I don't have the trucks. I'm not doing the printing. So
We're not the bartenders.
Exactly. So a band leader from Barbados phrased it this way. He said, "Run the carnival band is organized chaos." He was absolutely correct. I think it's the best way to categorize it. But to your point, I think our competitive advantage at the end of the day is that we are our own demographic. So I can't tell you how many lines that we hit in at band houses for costumes. How many juvies, how many breakfast fetes, how many times I've done the carnival marathon from airport to fete to breakfast fete to juve to fete to road to after party. I've done that so many times. So when it comes to us servicing, that 21 to 35-year-old demographic, we're about to pass 35, right? So we might age out soon, but for right now, we are marketing a product to ourselves. We still are, the masqueraders. So I guess it comes naturally, though I don't want to jinx. I don't want to jinx us. Things can go wrong completely out of your control. But yeah, I think that's why we've done such a good job thus far.
Yeah. I like I guess I was also Rashad too. Shout out to Rashad. Is the Father Phyllis pop-up little event you guys did.
Oh, yeah.
Elevate.
Yeah, when he had Martina.
That was fun.
He was falling in love with Martina.
This is true.
That boy, he looked like he had a really good time here.
Definitely.
I like to see tourists, I like to see celebrities, I like to see people enjoy Cayman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Nandi, who we brought back last year, as a matter of fact, they love it here, man. They really enjoy the island, the people, the food. But yeah, that event Elevate, we kind of decided that we wanted to do something within, because between the end of Carnival in June, July, and then band lot season the following year, there's a period of just nothing going on.
Yeah.
And so just to keep the brand alive, to do a little pop-up event, and it happened naturally. The same guy I told you about, Kwesi, he's now a videographer, a cinematographer, and he did a lot of Father Phyllis' music videos, so he gave me his contact, and the relationship flourished from there, man. He's a genuine dude.
So
yeah, he's fun.
you guys were literally
Sorry.
in your prime. and then it was literally like in '94 or the end of '93 season. Jordan announces retirement.
I know that's the perfect
Steps
example.
out.
That's the perfect example. Perfect.
But you know that wasn't an actual retirement though.
Well, we know.
The rumors of
yeah.
So, but this is the same thing.
yeah. Okay.
So, what is the situation? Why? Because when the press release went out, there was mass panic in all the group chats.
So I heard.
They were like thinking, is there internal turmoil? Did the family mash up?
Oh no.
Oh, that.
someone had a gambling debt. You know what I mean? Well, go on.
Well, I mean, to the point about internal conflict, like I argue with them every year. Like
That's hey, listen. Let's get that clear.
Linda.
That episode didn't come out because we were arguing. So, as a business owner, organizer,
We fight.
Chris don't do conflict, so they send me. I do all of it.
Yeah.
But
HR.
but we get it.
yeah.
We get it. It's normal. That's
Yeah, so I mean, if an argument took us out, I'd be surprised. And I've notoriously said to them, like, the fact that you're willing to argue with me shows me that you care.
Of course.
So,
of course.
you know, that's not a problem for me. But my son was the primary reason. You know, my first kid, I think you and I spoke briefly at sundown about not having my father in my life. And so once I found out that I was having a kid, you know, I know there's no way I'd be able to balance Carnival with raising him. And I, as a first-time parent, I want to experience everything. I don't want to have to say that, you know, I was busy with the band. And especially my lady, too, also being a first-time mom, I don't want to, you know, shirk my responsibilities or leave her to endure anything alone. So my son was the primary reason. I stand by that 100%.
Oh, yeah. We caught up at Kess at the sundown.
Yeah. But in addition to that, you know, there were tons of difficulties with the Caymas committee in 2024. And ultimately, that's what led to me making my post.
What's this post you speak of?
Well, hold on. When you say difficulties,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We need to unpack
are
that.
these like creative differences? Are these like financial differences? Are these planning issues?
Planning issues for sure. You know,
all of us coughing in here? I'm sorry. We have to apologize to everybody for the coughing.
I think, you know, one of the major tenets of integrity is transparency and accountability. And I think particular members of the Caymas committee lack that tremendously. And that then led to friction between us and them, well, me and them, last year. So I can get into those things.
I appreciate the accountability. You say me and them. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's
I mean, just
answer this question real quick. Yes or no? Is Festa still involved with Caymas?
I thought they said that he's no longer on the committee or the board, but then on the day of the parade, like he was doing their live videos. So
Okay.
I guess he's still involved to some extent.
Okay, because we just won't go through this live shot. Me and Chris, D-Bert, please. Festa, don't run up on us again, bro. It wasn't no beef like that. We trying to seek answers just like everybody else, all right? It's all love. Don't run up on Chris again in this story like that.
Well, he wanted to come on the show.
Yeah, we couldn't. Yeah, we didn't make it.
Wanted to address me. That's what it was about.
Yeah. See, it's always Kayla's fault. I told you that.
It's because I speak in facts.
I'll say this: nothing that I'm about to say regarding him or anybody on the Caymas committee is a matter of opinion. I'm just telling the truth.
Yeah.
So if somebody gets upset at me telling the truth, then it's like, you know.
So hold on. So hold on. Let me run it back real quick. So, the last event that took place, Caymas. I think maybe later that day or the next day, you had a post that went viral, basically.
Yep.
All right. So tell me about the post, and then we can give me a little bit of the backstory after that.
So,
damn, side, bro. Let's
to be clear, because I think
edit point.
people have messaged me and asked me if I was upset or something. And to be clear, I had my son in one hand. He was watching the chickens outside. I was on my front porch, and my phone in the next, while talking to my lady at the same time. I was very, very calm in that post. But
it's because you said the name thing, though. That's why.
What thing?
Oh, and when y'all
Get
y'all
the
repost,
name right.
Get the name right.
Oh, yeah.
With an F.
That sounded like you were outside some of the front door, telling them, you know.
No, people are always messing up my name, man. So I just threw it in there to be funny.
Yeah. Make sure you.
But if I can just get into it and start, because I think once I get to the end of the story, you'll understand, one, why it took me so long to say anything in the first place, because I could have voiced my concerns right after Carnival 2024, but I chose not to because I just couldn't be bothered. But essentially, the way this started was we were told at the beginning of the year that
this is the beginning of 2025?
2024 Carnival
2024, okay.
Yeah, so before the 2024 Carnival season kickstarted, when we were doing our costume designs, et cetera, first registering with Caymas, the understanding was that our duties was to be covered 100%. That turned out not to be the case. We were forced to pay a significant sum, which was covered by the Cayman government. So, my thanks to the former minister, Kenneth Bryan, for helping with that. But we were told our duties were to be covered. We ended up paying a significant sum to cover our duties, and our costume duties, that is, when they were imported, and we ended up being the only band that had to pay duties, to my knowledge. Now, when I approached the Caymas committee about whatever this miscommunication was, the first person said, well, that was not my responsibility, talk to the other person. Second person said the same thing. Everybody's just, it wasn't me. Finally got to that person, and they basically said, oh, well, the government didn't say nothing, they didn't tell us nothing. We thought it was to be covered. It's not our fault. Fine. So we end up hopping on a call with someone from government, to which that person said, to Festa was the third person that I'm speaking about. When did the government say to you at any point in time that duties would be covered this year? That was the main point. Because I'm assuming every single financial year funds have to be reconsidered. The question was, did anybody say to you explicitly that the duties will be covered? And he could not answer this question directly to save his life. So that was the first, I guess, mix-up, to which we got zero help from the Caymas committee in clearing that issue. It was through Rashad, through Kenneth Bryan, that we end up getting our duties covered at the end of the day, closer to the end of the carnival season. But we had to cough up a significant sum, and it was almost like they were of no help whatsoever. They kept saying that, they're going to go and talk to people in government, they're having meetings, et cetera, et cetera. Nobody even checked. I think one person asked after the fact, so you guys good now, or something like that. But they didn't really give a damn. And we were their biggest band on the road that year. That also led to, and I'm going to just close the first point here, that also led to us almost missing our distribution time, because we had back and forth with customs that entire week and a half regarding the duties. If we had distribution at 12 p.m. on Monday, we cleared our costumes at 7:30 in the night on Friday. And of course, DHL isn't open Saturday and Sunday. So we were this close to entirely screwing up our schedule and potentially not making it to the road. And that was 100% on them. Now, listen, I understand that things change. If the government changed their minds on something, fine. But the minister did bring up a fair point. Did you confirm this? So to me, that is
and this is the point he made to
the committee. To the committee. Somebody.
Yeah, to me, that is just you being disorganized, and I don't think there's any excuse for that. If you're not running a band anymore, right? I think that running a band is one of the hardest jobs you could ever have. You are the organizing board. You are on the committee. You are supposed to be looking out for the bands and making sure that they're good. But you put us in a position where you almost entirely messed up everything for us.
Okay.
So that was point number one. I guess if y'all have any questions on that, we can elaborate, and then we'll get to the other 3 points.
But 5 figures we're talking? 5 figures we're talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, in duties.
Okay.
Crazy monies. And I think for me, I guess what my annoyance is with that kind of stuff, to elaborate more on what Bob is saying, is just, one, the lack of accountability, yes, the lack of transparency, but just general lack of communication.
Okay.
It's like, if I was to open a group chat and show you how many times, not just us, but other bands are asking for an update on this, an update on that, and it's just radio silence. Like, there's one guy in particular, like, I applaud him for his persistence with following up, because after a certain point, we didn't care. We were just like, we're not asking questions anymore. We just expect what we expect to not happen, and we just gonna keep it pushing. But it was just like, at what point are you planning to communicate with your bands to be like, this is what's happening? Because like he said, if something is changing and you let us know that in advance, then maybe we can try to do things to mitigate the issue. But to find out after the fact, then our shit is stuck in customs. We there battling. We camping out at DHL. We trying to figure this out, finding out other people are not experiencing what we're experiencing. So then it's like, what are they doing? We're not even going to get into that because they're not trying to get anybody in trouble. But it's like, when was anybody going to communicate that to us? Like, if we weren't as organized as we were to ask the necessary questions, when were they planning to tell us? And that was my frustration with them, because they're like, what are we in a group chat for?
You feel some people got assistance that wasn't offered
Absolutely. To you? There's a lot of favoritism. That's a big, like, and I mean, I'll probably dive right into his other point. Like, there's a lot of favoritism within the boards with whichever band or whichever friend that is in a band or whoever they've been affiliated with, board members that have bands in Carnival, like all that kind of stuff is a conflict of interest, and it shouldn't be done. There should be some parameters around that to protect them and us as bands, because as the board, they should want to protect themselves, and I don't think they're even doing that. They're not finding ways to do that, because then we can sit down here and nitpick at all the shit that they're doing wrong, because they don't even know what they're doing. They're just very disorganized. It's just.
Let me get these other two. Let me get these other 2 points from Bob. You say you got two.
Yeah, I guess I can rush through these as best as possible. The second one was.
Can you give us the timeline too, so we can piece it together too? So the first one happened right before Carnival. So your second point, yeah.
So.
He got someone to choose from.
The second, after having these conversations to get our duties covered when the costumes were coming in, the minister mentioned something on the phone. It happened to be a conference call with myself, Rashad, the minister, and Festa, and he mentioned something on the call. He said, but Festa, I thought the government gave you guys XYZ, and it was intended to benefit all the bands. No, this is news to me. I've never had assistance offered. I didn't even know it was possible. Like, I no idea, right? So apparently it was tied to set up for the events at Public Beach. I don't know the intricacies. I'm not going to get into it because I don't know. I can't speak on it. But something of the sort. And so, the question obviously was, well, Professor, what benefits we talking about? And he goes on to say, well, it was XYZ. I said, well, how come that wasn't communicated to anybody else? Or even if you didn't have enough to give everybody, at least say, we have X, we're allocated X to this, and this because of X. Like communicate to your bands so we know what's going on, right? So my question was, how come benefits are being provided for these other bands but not for us? And then he goes on this round, well, you don't know how hard it is for us to do this, and it's so tough, and we go through this, and we got to deal with it next. And it's like, I don't give like, you've been tasked with doing something, right? Doing that thing comes with accountability, transparency, fairness, etc., etc. If you said to me that you were providing benefits to another band and not us, and you explain why, I'd be fine. Like, at least I know. Yeah. But when you do things in the dark and you don't say anything, it makes it seem like there's ill intent in some way, shape, or form, or some form of favor.
You think it was I guess a malicious attempt to kind of affect your bond, literally itself, and to.
But my mother's very religious and she believes that. But it feels that way, right? Like in the moment, it feels that way when you're going through so much. Like running the band is so stressful, man, and it is.
You keep saying that, and I am feeling that.
It's hard.
Yeah, like you.
It is hard. It's
so
very, very hard. So when
while working, we were thinking
while
being parents.
I was gonna get me and Chris gonna start a bond.
No, we're not.
Bro,
you can start a band.
I'm gonna have Chris there doing.
Nope.
I was gonna say we getting Chris on the road for the next carnival.
Yo, that would be my dream.
You don't do carnival.
Forget world hunger. Forget having your pets learn to talk.
I've never been to Carnival.
I want to get Chris on the road, some sake.
I think I watched one time with my parents when I was young, but I've never actually been.
You were turned off, or you said, "Nah, that's not."
I don't get it. I actually feel like you would have a grand.
I probably would. I don't know.
We're gonna work on that.
I don't really have it. I've just never.
No.
Well, we can fix that. We're gonna fix that.
Get you some Ferrari red out there. Y'all still got the red hats, the red bucket hats.
Don't start. You gonna start a fight now.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Bob
sorry.
gave mine away.
The issue with the. So do you feel like?
Hold on, let's be messy real quick. Let's be messy. Hold on. There was a direct attempt to discredit and dismantle your bond. That's what you're saying. Let's be messy. Come on, Chris. Be messy with me, Chris.
So that's Victor's opinion.
He be talking about like and subscribe. That's how you get him to like and subscribe.
It's true. It's true.
Talk to him and say good morning and welcome. Go ahead. I'm stupid. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead. Let's get serious.
So you felt that his answer was a deflection, from really answering because I guess maybe he wasn't prepared to have that information divulged in that setting.
Exactly. He that was not the intent of that conversation for that to be released.
Yeah.
So once the minister let us know, I called Rashad right after the call ended, and he was like, "So you heard that?" I was like, "Yeah." So I brought it up and like, you know, well, you don't understand how hard things are for us. Like, how is that a response to my question? So anyway, that kind of got deflected and went on with Carnival, which leads into point number 3. And this is also how Selena and Tribal ended up leaving Caymas as well. There was an attempt by the organization to have sponsored drinks trucks on the road for all the bands, meaning that Caymas would provide the drinks trucks, and anybody would be able to drink from any truck. So if you are behind Tribal, you could get a drink from Wristband's truck or from whoever else on the road, right?
Okay.
And to give credit to Caymas, I actually thought it was a great idea.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to wait for
I thought it was a great idea. I actually thought logistically that would have been a significant help to bands.
Mm-hmm. So this somehow ended up getting messed up where...
You don't say it got messed up. I didn't see that coming.
I guess Tribal's drinks truck didn't show up, and Selena cleared this up herself. And my apologies if I get this wrong, but their drinks truck didn't show up, so their masqueraders had to either run ahead or run back to find some other band's truck to get liquor from. But
it wasn't there for the entire show.
No, it came late.
So let me say this as someone who did the parade last time. Chris, because you on the outside. That's a big deal. That's a big deal when you in the heat, you waiting, and you got to run back 2 miles. That's a big deal.
So their masqueraders didn't have a drinks truck, apparently. But somehow in the midst of all of that, I guess they didn't communicate to the masqueraders properly which trucks were for who. So our drinks truck was getting bombarded with people who was not in our band. And our bartenders...
But I thought it was for everybody.
But no, I forgot to make this point.
Oh yeah.
We actually organized our own truck through J. Scott.
So you were not a part of this.
So we weren't a part of the entire thing. Sorry, my apologies.
Because again,
y'all being naughty over there.
Late last minute and disorganized things. So by the time they finally said they could even get through with that, that's like a few weeks before Carnival. We're not confirming alcohol in a drink truck and bartenders a few weeks before Carnival. Like, I don't know who doing it, but not us. And so we couldn't wait for them to figure out.
Yeah.
And that was really what it was.
And you know, Cedric and J. Scott were fully on board with sponsoring us and providing the truck and stuff. So it was...
Shout out to Ced real quick, bro. Yo, cup, D, cup. There you go.
So the communications was not sent out that your truck was off limits.
Yeah, me and whoever else, which other bands weren't using their service, like, they didn't communicate that properly. So people were bombarding our drinks truck. The bartenders were getting confused. Kayla let me know a couple people had to be reminding the bartenders were not those people, you know, these, like, instead, you know, make sure that they understood who our people were.
I was growling at people on the road.
Nah, I wouldn't believe that. Not Kayla, not our Kayla.
So when the liquor bill came at the end of the year, it seemed like a couple of those people did get through. You could argue, oh, well, y'all should have trained your bar staff better, et cetera. But, you know, again, that's not the point. You know, your disorganization led to us taking a hit in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, you guys pay after?
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta see what was consumed.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's prepaid.
Which it's convenient for us. It's expensive, but it's convenient.
We got you next year, though. Don't worry.
You're gonna be ready. You're gonna be ready. We're gonna have you prepared.
We're gonna do a costume just for you.
Oh, God.
Can we get a Chris section?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Salsa poppy.
Yeah, salsa poppy.
Jesus.
But yeah, no, it wasn't. Bob downplaying that one little bit. It was a lot of people come into the drink truck. It was a mess.
So,
all right. So y'all.
So, in terms of percentage, how much do you think that increased the bill by?
He can tell you exactly. He can tell you exactly. He can tell you exactly.
Nah. Can you give it up? Can you tell us what the cost of a drink truck?
Even if it's an average.
Yeah, like a ballpark. You don't have to be exact.
Just give a ballpark.
No, because the reason why I say that is because when people see the price of costumes, or they see it's a T-shirt. It's like $300 for a T-shirt, but you're getting so much.
I can put it this way: in 2023, when we had 500 people, I purchased I think like $5,000 in liquor from CDG, and I still have liquor left back from 2023. Like I purchased it outright.
Okay,
we still got liquor left. Liquor that we use for like cruises, stuff like that.
Okay,
right?
we can link you after the recording. We can link up.
So $5,000 for 500 people, and maybe 2/3 that got used.
I have to make a strong point though. That was the year that everybody was dying on the road.
Was that the AC truck year?
Yes.
You're right.
That was the year that everybody was dying on the road and nobody was drinking. So I do not think it's fair. I think we ran out of alcohol.
You're right.
We ran out of water, and he had to come off the road to go buy water. That was the year that we were scorching in the sun.
Yeah. So give me
nobody didn't.
So give me the ballpark now with someone this last fiasco.
The last one,
because 5,000 doesn't seem like that much to me.
The last one was double that. More than double that, as a matter of fact. So
okay,
that's your figure right there.
So 5 figures then. Yeah. Okay,
it's just wild.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, look,
and that was an added expense onto.
Yeah, for sure.
And that came out of your profit margin.
Yeah.
And man, so you're saying the miscommunication from the committee cost you guys literally money.
Twice.
Yeah.
That same year. Yeah.
That
same year. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Twice.
Like again, no, they care. That again, they could argue back on that point and say, well, you should have trained your bar style better, et cetera, fine.
Nah, but they benefit from having your band in the overall production of Cayman.
Absolutely.
Can I ask something about carnival culture here in Cayman, generally? Why is it that the bands don't stick together? Well, and like when you're going on the road, but at the end of it, everyone's like all together.
Oh.
I have a few views about that. I would say if you go back to originally the OG Barabanu days, shout out to Donna Myrie. But when you had the actual competition on the road, you were forced to be a bit more organized and you were forced to display your band in a better way. Because you had Spirit of Carnival, you had the Band of the Year, you used to have your sections, and so we knew in advance where there were judging stations, and before you got to each judging station, your mic man came on and said, "Get in your section," basically. But there used to be one by Lone Star, there used to be one by, I won't say Excuse. There was one in town. There were a few points throughout the parade that you had to get back in formation. But by doing that periodically, I think it still forced people to kind of stay in their sections, that the public viewing it actually were entertained. They enjoyed it. They liked what they saw. I think back then, too, we had more control. Either, I'm going to go as far as to saying parents had better control over their kids, because I was not going in the parade. I was on the side waiting on my mama to cross with the mothers. Like, I was not
Your mommy would be a mother. Yes. That makes so much sense.
Yes.
She would be a mother.
So it just, like, the stormers that have significantly increased, the way bands have allowed people, as well as the boards have allowed masqueraders to just infiltrate Carnival and not put in any kind of real structure with our marshals. People say bring ropes to Cayman. I actually think a unique thing about our carnival is that we don't have that, and I think we should play on it. But then there's other measures that we need to put in place. Like this year, this press release about, oh, we not gonna have any stormers. You know how much video footage I got them little babies on that road?
Yeah,
That's literally what I took videos of all day, in slippers and little crop tops. Children that look like my son's age. My son does not come to Carnival with me. The first time I literally took my son to watch Carnival for the first time since he was born was this year for Badabanu. And he went as far as I could see him, and he had to come back. And he's 13.
You run a tight ship.
He's 13. But the thing is, enough for kids.
Yeah.
There is Junior Badabanu for a reason. The two things
but can we talk about that though? Because I saw a lot of the kids. Well, I should say kids. A lot of people storming that section.
Yeah.
They weren't for Junior Badabanu though. We gotta also understand that
what is the
some of these they look 20, they look 14, but they're 21, 22.
Oh my gosh! Well,
I think it's more so indicative of a culture of people just not respecting.
Yeah,
this is what's going on, or there are no parameters to police it.
Yeah,
and now it's the thing where I didn't pay for this costume. I didn't pay to be with this band. I'm 19. What are they gonna do? Let me go and join the thing. So I noticed that this year in particular, and it's not necessarily just kids, because I see a lot of us our age talk about it being
definitely
kids.
Definitely,
a lot of it is teenagers,
people who are old enough to be on the road.
Yeah,
you definitely see that as well, because I mean, I know of people that older than me or my age that have said to me, "He's like, boy, Kayla, I don't really want to pay for that costume, you know. So me and my friends, we going just order something off.
We gonna make something,
and they were like, you gonna stop talking to me about that." Because I don't want to hear it. Because I said, I will embarrass you. Because my thing is, you are disrupting the experience for people who pay in $600+ $300+ to be on the road. So, you are ruining that experience for them. If you cannot afford it, stay home.
So, on top of that now, does this also impact the aesthetic and the viewership?
1,000%.
Definitely.
1,000%. And it's so frustrating because it's like every year people complain about it, but it's like, again, we have our responsibility to do as much as we can as a band to organize ourselves to try to keep people out. But there is some responsibility as well on the board.
100%.
And they fall short again because it's like, oh, you need to have marshals. You need to have a certain amount of marshals per masqueraders in your band. I can tell you they're not asking, or they've never confirmed with us. Do you have this amount of marshals? Yeah. They'll ask us how many people we're anticipating on the road for police purposes. They do not confirm if we have our marshals. They do not ask us anything. It's like, oh yeah, we have a marshal meeting. Make sure you're head marshal. I could send anybody. I could send anybody and just be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna get Chris up there next year. So let me go back to that then with the post on IG.
Oh, I have one last story to tell.
There's another one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'll make this as quick as possible.
When was this one?
This was right after Carnival was finished. Okay. I won't mention names in this. Well, I will mention the name of the individual who was providing the services just to keep her out of it. But there was a services provider who was here on.
Bob really wants to give it up.
There was
I respect
there was a lady who traveled here to provide services for a number of the bands. Unbeknownst to me, I thought the person was coming solely for Wristband. And it turned out that she had been doing work for a number of other bands as well. Now, you know, Kayla could tell you, if you're throwing a party and you bring a DJ from overseas and you pay for a DJ's fee, you know, hotel, flight, if anybody else wants to use that DJ, you have to contribute something to...
You should, yeah, for sure.
Light fees, right?
For sure.
Turns out that person was working for a multitude of bands, which I had no idea. So I had paid for everything for her up until that point. A member of the Caymas committee had convinced me, Brent McLean in particular, I'll call names there.
Wow, bro.
To allow her to stay at a home that he had organized because she told him that she needed additional space. So, you know, I said, okay, fine. You know, I'll pay for the home already. I already had paid for accommodation for her, covered everything else. I said, fine, I'll pay for this home for her to stay at. after the parade was finished, Brent was running me down for this additional money. Like, you need to cover the balance for this place. You need to. I said, Brent, I just paid out X on customs duties for Wristband because of y'all. Our finances are now messed up. Give me a minute. I'm coming to you shortly. No, I'm pretty sure you guys have had those issues and those instances in your life where, God hits you with a bit of intuition, just, taps you on the shoulder like, hey, something's wrong here. So I started asking questions, and a close friend of mine let me know that this individual was working for a number of bands and not just Wristband. So I went back to the Caymas committee member and I said, sir, since this person has been working for a number of bands to which you had this information, because he acted like he didn't know, but he knew because he said to me after the fact that she normally does work for other bands as well. So I said, well, since, you guys are using her services, I'm not sure if his band did, but he knew of it anyway, then the other bands should cover the balance for her accommodation. I paid her per diem for food. I paid for her housing in a hotel in Miami where she was coming over, for her plane ticket. I paid for everything.
I'm tight.
I paid for the first apartment that she was in.
And then they were utilizing her services.
They were utilizing her service as well, and I did not know.
Nah,
so he was running me down to pay the balance for this.
So they benefited from all the money you invested in her coming here, and they benefited.
100%.
And they didn't have to pay anything towards that. So I said to him, well, since you knew of this, and this person is also being utilized by other bands, let them pay the balance, right? And he said, at first, this was when he first said to me, oh, well, I didn't know anything about her working with anybody else, so I'll have to look into this. Shortly after that, I get a phone call from the landlord of the property asking me to cover the balance for this thing. And I explained to her, ma'am, check with Brett McLean for the remainder of that money. This no longer has anything to do with me. So then she says to me, well, I always having issues with this. Whenever they come it's dirty, they pay late. I said, ma'am, this is the first time I'm being involved with this thing. I don't know what happened last year. Talk to Brent McLean. So anyway, after she called me, I went back to Brent again. I said, sir, I'm trying my best to be respectful. I told you whatever is owed for the accommodation, get it from the other bands that were utilizing this lady's services. I am not paying for that for the millionth time. So after that, he did not respond to my message. And it wasn't until months later, a close friend of mine who was an attorney told me that I could have gone to police for that because that is technically theft. So after that, that was what kind of put the stamp
for you
on them for me.
Yeah,
that these are a bunch of clones, and I done with the circus. So
here we are.
It's Stefan with an F,
and that's when you.
So I stayed quiet for a year because again, my son was coming on. But then the thing with Fat for a Cause happened. Which was hilarious to me in a number of ways. And then I heard that they were on the radio just talking arrogant about my parade, this or something of this sort. And it's like, parade doesn't belong to you, sorry, it belongs to the bands and to the masqueraders. But anyway, after that whole thing happened, like I felt the need to voice something that I had pent up for a full year. No, I can at least give props to Jermaine. Jermaine actually, after the parade was over, had messaged me. I guess he was trying to have a conversation, to which I said, look, my son is on the way, bro. I done with this for the next 365 days. I don't care anymore. So at least in some regard, he tried to make contact. But I think fundamentally, any form of reconciling the issues we had then last year should have come from the other two, and not from Jeremy. He might speak on their behalf as the chairman or whatever of Caymas, but any form of fixing that issue should have come from the other two individuals.
Yeah.
So the people who spilled the milk should have been the ones to help clean it up, is what you're saying?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
It's not how it always goes, man.
So then how does that lead into the announcement that Wristband is not participating in 2025?
Arguing.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't really.
We went back and forth.
We didn't agree on it in its entirety. The team had differing opinions, But
he's
yeah,
smiling. I feel triggered because I know about this.
But even Bob though, even Bob at first he's like, we're gonna move forward. Don't want to lose momentum. But then he started to think about it, and then it was like, I definitely was like, I don't think we should do it. I was like, let's take a break. There's too much drama, too much money loss. It's just disorganized. It's a mess. The people want One Carnival. Like, it's all these different variables. You're about to become a dad. I pushed very hard, so y'all can blame me if I don't want to blame somebody for not being on the road. I pushed very hard for Wristband to not be on the road this year.
Yeah, I remember you yelling that around here.
I was very, like for me, I just saw where we were. And, like, we all had different things going on in our personal lives as well. And like he said, it's one thing to run a band and that's all that you're doing. But when you're trying to do that plus juggled everything else, and people can say what they want. It's like, oh, we all got to see in 24 hours. It's Beyonce and blah, blah, blah. I ain't got Beyonce money. I don't have it. I don't have Beyonce's husband. We all have to focus on the jobs that are paying us. We all have family situations, like all these things that we prioritized.
She throwing a shot at us right now.
We prioritized and needed to prioritize this year for ourselves, but ultimately it also came down to when you're dealing with an entity that is just so bloody disorganized, it does not give us any hope to try and come back and push.
From what I'm hearing too, though, in terms of how important this thing is to you guys, is that you knew ultimately you couldn't put out a good product.
Yeah, like you can't be affiliated with
your
something
brand,
like that.
Your brand will ultimately take the hit for that.
Yeah, for
sure. 1,000%. And I think a lot of people, they don't get that, but I think people really understood it this year by us just sitting down on the sidelines.
Okay, talking Wristband. Okay,
we are the and I will say that, like, you know, a lot of people chose not to do Carnival at all this year because we were not on the road.
I think people would agree that the numbers this year were didn't look the best.
Yeah, we needed you out there, Chris. We did.
So so now you're here talking about Carnival has taken a pause for you.
One Carnival.
What is the plan moving forward now? Is Wristband done? Is Wristband coming back?
Wristband will never be done.
The Wristband tell all.
Yeah, well, plans are in motion now. There's a few things that are no, but.
So you back in the race?
Yeah.
The hat back on now? So I'll pick up the hat off the road, put it back on.
So y'all need some models, or because me and Chris.
Oh, you and Chris want to volunteer?
Yeah,
you modeling?
This guy.
You got muscles, man. You can do it.
This guy over here. Yeah. We're a very inclusive band, you know. You can help us tap into.
That's not. We have fat costumes. We have for the big people.
No, I'm talking about the older guys.
Whoa. What do you mean?
Whoa.
Yeah, y'all a little older than
Bro,
us.
wrap this episode up.
A little salt and pepper. But no, I mean, I don't think we'll never not be Wristband, but I do think it's important to us to just keep the integrity of what we're doing.
So safe to say y'all not doing Caymas next year?
We never doing Caymas again.
So
next year, whatever. Like, Caymas and us do not go together. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I think we tried. I think originally, and I said this on our same episode that I get cussed out for, that I think the intentions originally when the original split was happening, the intention of what they were doing, I think they meant well. The execution was just poor. And I think we've given it enough time to be something, and it's just not there. And it's kind of like, okay, you guys need to recognize that now as well. Understand that Carnival is not you, it's the people. And people want One Carnival. We're too small for this.
That's what we should have had a referendum on.
Where are we with?
Listen to me.
Where are we with that now? With One Carnival?
Who knows?
I'm very curious to see. I can be honest with you. I don't think we have an answer for that, because I think you have to depend on people who are not that intelligent to make a decision.
Damn, Kayla, come on, bro.
That's the reality of it. Like,
trying to put it apart here.
it can come out. I'm not doing anything.
To Kayla's point, after I made my my Instagram post, a friend of mine called me after here on Island, and he said, "Oh,
you're not calling no names, no. You're not calling names, no, huh?"
And I said, he said, Stefan, I heard you question the intelligence of people on the Caymas committee. I said, yeah. And he said, well, Stefan, you don't always have to say what everybody already knows. So, Kayla might be, issuing an insult, but it's not.
They know.
They know.
Whoever needs to know knows. I think it's just putting some egos aside. And don't get me wrong.
I was going to say, I just had a conversation this week about not using the word ego when it comes to men, because that's not an insult for men anymore. Like you would have to use something like, stupidity, something like that. But
apparently.
I feel like when people use the word ego to describe men, it's like, to me, it's like,
men like that anyway.
Cool. Like, it might get worse, to be quite honest. So yeah. Anyways.
Fair. Well, I think we all have egos in the game, right? Like even us. I'm sure that with the decisions that we make on behalf of Wristband, there's a level of ego that's involved in it, right? But we all have to be willing to do that, and I think each band has a level of ego that they're willing to put aside. It's just the overall entities that we keep coming to this block. And I think that's also where he's like, we have the power. As bands. We have more power than
anybody.
Okay. Both of them.
For clarity, who are the partners in Wristband?
So that would include right now myself, Kayla, Natasha, my stepbrother, his wife, Shanae, who would have been a section leader, but that's Prayer. That's the group.
Okay.
That's us.
Chris think he's slick. He's trying to get in. That's all. He's trying to get ownership.
Let me get in.
Want a little piece of the pie?
So you guys are looking to move forward for 2026.
Yeah.
Road.
And this is obviously, hopefully, with One Carnival, but if not, then you guys are obviously going to be with Bada Banu then.
Yeah, I think the bands,
That's what it's a call to action I hear from you guys.
Yeah, we need to take responsibility for the entire thing. I think we're leaving the unification of the carnivals in the hands of people who don't
not interested in being unified.
So as the bands, if we decide that we're not going on the road, you don't have a carnival.
Let me ask that, because obviously carnival is a big economic driver for certain groups. Do you think that other bands will be able to say, I'm going to miss out on a second payday opportunity come, was it June? No, it's June, right? Yeah.
Who making money?
I'm trying to learn.
Maybe
I know I spent money, so I'm trying to figure out.
I would love to know which band making money.
Yeah, maybe currently. A small percentage of them might, but I mean, for the promise of a unified carnival and hopefully a better product overall and more people, then you gotta be willing to make sacrifices for something,
Fair.
So I would hope that if that ever came, if we ever need to threaten the collective with get together or we are not going on the road, that everybody would be willing to do that for the betterment of carnival in the future.
What is the hesitation between the two entities, Bada Banu and Caymas, for coming together? What is the friction? What is the...
I can't remember.
At this stage, I don't know anymore. Before it was, they can't get along with Donna. Donna can't get along with them. They changing because they wanted to be on a long weekend, but I don't see where we use the long weekend to really benefit from anything. Oh, we're going to have it a little later in the year because we're competing with other carnivals. Caymas date actually competes with more carnivals than the Bada Banu date, period. Then what else was it? They feel like it's going down the drain. It's not support from government. Government don't want to pick a side. That is also, I think, a struggle. Now, is it government's responsibility? Not necessarily, but I do feel there's a certain level of responsibility that government should have over carnival. It's your national carnival. You have your national festival. You have your national carnival. Your national festival, for those that are listening, is Pirates Week. Pirates Week has a whole board.
But what happened to that? I thought government brought them to the table one time to have a discussion.
we weren't a part of that conversation. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall just to know what happened. From what I understood, some people didn't show up. Some people left the meeting partway through, and they seem to have come to some sort of understanding. But then when it came to put pen to paper, not everybody signed.
Yeah.
That was allegedly what happened.
I can see that from the outside. That is the consensus that I think the majority of people want One Carnival. Yeah. We need to put a stop to it. And, and what I get from Bob is saying, no, that if the powers to be won't do it, then the powers within the people in the bonds. Yeah. And the bonds have to
going on strike.
Have to unionize.
I mean, we done did it.
Or we could all just pick one and go there and let the other one start. Like, you know.
Ooh, yeah.
It just
real talk.
Yeah, I think that's
gas them out. Gas them out the house.
You ever seen that before?
Yeah, but it just I went somewhere else when I heard gas them out. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Cayman has such a unique carnival product that we're literally just watching die out because of people not liking each other, which is so silly in a grand scheme.
Ain't that Cayman though?
It is.
That's Cayman.
But it doesn't have to be like the Cayman's Carnival has been established for more than 40 years. There are smaller islands,
comparable islands in size.
Yes. And where their carnivals started after ours that now outshine Cayman.
By far.
Like, it's insane. In less than 5 years, too. Like, less than 5 years, you have people like, I mean, you just had Grenada. Spice Mass. That's all people are talking about right now. No, we're not going to compete with that. But then you have St. Vincent, that's become very popular. Antigua, that's become very popular. I mean, us here,
it's coming.
We love Jamaica as well. They've been popular. But when you think about, I always say Cayman is the best starter carnival. Because you're not partying as long as other carnivals. You're not on the road as long as on other carnivals. Then on top of that, it's very easy to fly here. We have very safe accommodation. Transportation, we're good. We're good in a sense if you want to come drive. Public transportation not that great.
Bird scooters everywhere.
Sorry. But, you know, when you think about the overall package, like being a beautiful island aside and literally having some of the most beautiful women in the Caribbean, we have some of the most beautiful women in the Caribbean. We really do.
Okay.
Like, I mean, Caribbean women are unmatched, really and truly. But we have a very unique product, and it is a tourism product that people are just watching dwindle away.
Fair.
Did you have numbers when the last time you did Wristband of people that signed up that were actually from overseas?
We do have that, yeah. We have that data.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you would know that
we would have
that it's been
over
down.
time, and it has increased. And I mean, even just our general reach with the expat community here has increased between when we started to the last time we were on the road as well. So then when you think about, they might live here, whether work permit holder or whatnot, but then they're connected to people who are not here. So then they start to talk about their friends coming. Like, we had friends that were here this year for Carnival because they assumed we were going to be on the road. They still came anyway. So they found other things to do. They still came to sundown and stuff like that. But it's like, and that's just because they met somebody here 1 year on a boat.
You mentioned earlier messing with the schedule or competing with other carnivals, and that was one of the arguments for having it later in the year. What is the carnival season like, that period where we're announcing new costumes, we're manufacturing, we're having these parties and lead ups to the actual carnival? Is that period of 2 or 3 months situation where there are other major carnivals going on at that time too, or people are trying to save money to go to, I know Trinidad is February?
February.
Yeah, Ash Wednesday, right? So yeah, is it a situation like that too where I have to decide I'm going to spend money here or I'm going to spend it there?
Well, to be fair, regardless of whether Cayman is included in our group, that happens every single year. Like St. Lucia Carnival is really, really close to Crop-Over. So people tend to pick and choose there too. So like that argument about Cayman being close to another carnival and people having to choose, people do that for Carnival every single year. Like, you know, that is normal. Like every masquerader can't go to everything. I mean, if you got the money to, but you know, that is damn near impossible for the average person. So I understand the argument, but it's not that strong in my opinion.
No, but when do you guys start here for whatever carnival? Say if you're gonna do Badabanu, which is in May.
You would start right away.
Right, like literally right after.
Yeah.
As soon as we got off the road for Caymas last year, we were already talking about.
We already have our. We already had our.
We were already talking about
before we decided.
Board meeting taking place right after.
Before we decided we were not going on the road, we already knew what our theme was.
So, but when are you taking deposits from people? Is what I'm asking. When are people starting to book flights and book hotels?
If you are planning to come for Badabanu in May, band launches should start in December.
Okay.
And deposit and payment should start in December.
Okay.
Realistically, when we were doing for July, you would notice that we were probably one of the first bands to launch February. So you really should be giving yourself 6 months to make a decision if you're going to go, whether you've seen costumes out or not. Like, people going to Trinidad in February have already paid for costumes from now. Yeah. Some people have already paid for their entire costume. Some people have accommodation booked. So you have to understand the climate of where you're going to as well. Is it high season there? Is it low season? Like, it's like any other trip that you're planning for. Vacation, on a cruise, you plan in 6 months in advance. Some people plan in a year in advance. You kind of know how much time you need off. Is it a week apart? Do I just
let me ask this though, in terms of I guess you said communication is really bad, but were you guys privy to the economic impact when you say you have conversation with government, talking about like the room stock at hotels, or do we have an idea of how much money Carnival is generating in Cayman?
Not that I'm aware of. And that's a problem that I have, because I think government is a little too disconnected from it. Whereas if we were asking about Pirates Week, you get more data, you get more statistics, you have, like, I think they have.
But is that because they own Pirates? Yeah.
Exactly. And so to me, I think there's room for them to own Carnival. Like, I don't really understand why it's an MPO.
Okay.
I don't get it in any sense or form.
You mentioned Pirates Week. I think we gotta watch that too, because Jamaica doesn't know, so they're doing a Pirates Week.
Hello.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I sent it to somebody. Like, they're not.
Why Chris laughing for?
They're not playing.
Arr.
Next man, come eat your food, boy.
Yeah. And
that's the thing. They're watching us fall flat on our face. Okay. When you think about Pirates Week is just starting to get little life back, and let's pray it just keeps going upward. But I'm sure Jamaica has been paying attention to us and like, boy, Carnival going to, Pirates Week going, we're gonna just dip our feet in and do what we need to do. People love going there anyway.
It's more of a testament of countries being proactive. Like, yo, I need to bring activity here. I need to bring people here during the slow season. So
yeah.
That's what the argument some of our stakeholders have been making, is that we need to do it ourselves. That in terms of figuring out what that economic impact is, like the bands, the stakeholders have to do it themselves.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe go to KPMG one, then put out and do like a get a report.
You're just gonna pull up the little 200,000 either.
Something light, you know what I mean? Something light. Bob got it, you know what I mean?
I mean, if he wasn't paying duties, then maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, the duty on costumes, the people buying food, the people day of going to buy a pair of shoes, like it's just it has an economic, and I think I learned that doing a course on Caribbean culture.
All the bars and stuff, restaurants,
bars, the events,
cheap.
The people printing tickets, the people printing, you know.
Yeah, it's not. It is not cheap. And then when you think about the stuff that you have to import for Carnival, like even people who are dealing with production, you got your sound trucks and stuff, like.
Oh,
shout out
them
to
boys
Pierre.
be eating,
Pierre's going up to get what he needs to get if he has to be on the road for more than one band. Like, there's a lot of stuff that people are just not processing or thinking about. Like, we have securities on road. You have additional food vendors.
It's a lot of
like
money.
the hairstylists, the makeup artists, the nail techs. Like, you know how much people lost out on money from us.
The waxing clinics or
yes,
whatever.
the wax lady.
Here what Chris going.
You know how much people lost out on money though because we ourselves were not on the road this year.
You mentioned beautiful ladies. Let me go back to that. Thank you, ladies. Thank you very much for your service. Yeah, just
shout out to me for picking the best models.
Oh, whatever.
Don't
Bob looking like confused. I was there. I helped too.
Don't get confused.
But watching and witnessing what women do to get ready for Carnival, and I know people try to downplay it and be like, oh, it's just bunch of half naked women out there. But nah, like the
we
women,
love
the women go
and
to town.
Women are
and
beautiful.
You mentioned waxing, that's what I thought about it. Sorry.
That's part of the process. You get a time your wax appointment.
Your girls' nails are like $150 a piece. Just the nails, the hair,
your eyebrows, your lashes.
I really wonder, like, as one female, how much are you spending for day of, right? From the costume, makeup, hair, nails, wax, all like what does that total lump sum look like?
That's why that's why they need free drinks from us.
That could be like $3,000-$4,000.
It's deeper start laughing.
In maintenance, you're probably looking
maintenance. You hear the Benz over here, the SL 500,
the AMG talk about.
So this pocket is gonna run you like some, you know what I mean?
I do all of the things, but I also am not going to all of the most expensive places. So I would say you're probably a lower end of the financial spectrum, probably like $500.
Easy.
500, and I'm talking about what shoes, accessories, because girls are buying shades that
hair,
match
nails,
their
makeup, all that.
Your hair, do your makeup.
Oh, you're doing it yourself?
No. You're paying. Like a makeup appointment for Carnival averages between $75 to like $150.
And your hair
depends. Your hair. That really depends. You could go as cheap as $25 for a little simple braided, but like a full boho, you're looking at $450.
What's a boho?
I don't know what a boho is.
Sorry.
The long braids that have the extra curly hair in it.
Oh, okay.
Your boho knotless braids. Depending on the length, how much hair you have, all that kind of stuff. Like
how much was that, sorry?
That could be just $450.
You're not even touch on nails, manicure, pedicure.
Yeah, nails.
The wax.
Shoes, the tights, the wax.
The wax.
Y'all get tans too. Some girls
get the tans.
Yeah. The wax is.
Yo, get the women around.
Y'all expensive as hell.
Whoa. Yeah.
Y'all expensive, bro.
And then you wonder why he in the message.
Bob, and then how much it costs for you to show up?
A haircut, bro. That's it. Be good.
Oh man, we gotta shout out to the guys that be in the gym prepping, because guys be in the gym prepping for Carnival.
I can't stand y'all. Yo, it just be like right before a Carnival, crowding up the gym, and then as soon as Carnival done,
even that, talk about the economic impact. Like gyms must love it too. Like memberships must personal trainers,
all that, meal plans, all that kind of stuff, nutritionists, Ozempic.
Whoa,
all the things like. Listen, ain't no shame in it. Whatever you need to do to get your body right. I mean, Carnival is for everybody, but people want to look good and feel good, and I think it's a day for people to enjoy our culture, and I just wish we could just really get back to all of that. And with the babies, like even Kiddie Carnival has lost its love.
They be up by glass. I was waiting 3 hours and all. So they start.
Like I remember being so excited for Kiddie Carnival. First time I shaved my arms was because of Kiddie Carnival.
First time you shave your arms
because of Kiddie Carnival.
Sound like toddlers and tiaras.
But no, because I wasn't shaving yet. I had to wear sleeveless, and my mama was like,
"Hey, the mother,
you're really asking us right now," and I was like, "Please, I don't want to go." Like I was damn near on
how old were you?
Tears. I don't know, maybe 12.
Oh,
I don't know, 10, 12. I don't know.
Long time ago though.
Yeah, it was a while ago, but
my friend over there, sorry.
Good, bro.
Going down memory lane. But yeah, it's just like even that, you don't really see that anymore, and that was something we were taught in school. Like you knew about it, you heard, you understood why. You talked about all the turtling and where the name came from. Like, I don't get it. Like, why is it just gone?
Well, you have the guardians of the culture, and people gatekeep too hard or not enough, and then, but you mentioned someone very important that we lost recently, and I think it's important to highlight Miss Reba again.
Our Carnival queen.
Miss Reba.
We would joke about Chicken Run sometimes because
I love the name Chicken Run. Yeah.
I wish I knew where that name came from. Maybe we'll get a story about that. I'm sure people got stories for days. Somebody should really do like a whole thing. Like I feel like National Gallery should do a feature on her, like coming up to Carnival next year. Okay. I think that'd be nice. Like how they have the different, like you have Time Back and stuff that's featured, but I think a feature on Miss Reba would be great.
We get Chris and Not
next year.
I have a question. It was like kind of like around, I guess, the culture in Carnival and such. Do you feel that Carnival's become a little bit too commercialized? In
some aspects, I would say yes. But then I think that's just the organic way of life. I think we will all kind of evolve in whatever we're doing. I think the essence of carnival is what is being lost here. I'm not going to speak about other countries. You hear other countries complain. I will say the same way we complain, they're complaining too. Here, my experience is the essence of carnival and the culture and what it means to us has been lost. And so then all of what is being commercialized is just kind of overshadowing that. Whereas I think those two things can actually come together and we could still remember what is carnival while continuing to evolve and grow with the product and be able to compete. Because again, how do we become or continue to become, because we are attractive, but how do we build a better carnival product that continues to be more attractive to people so they can travel here and they have something to look forward to? People used to fly here for Pirates Week. Again, how many times have I said Pirates Week on this down?
I remember Pirates Week used to, the streets used to be flooded. And this was when we only had like 30 or 40,000 people here. The streets used to be flooded. I remember one time I was walking down the street in Pirates Week. I ran into Venus Williams. She was just in the crowd walking across.
But that's not fair too, though, because we've had that argument recently where, you know, people talk about yesteryear and we romanticize it quite a bit. You gotta understand too, we ain't had nothing else going on. You didn't have no competition where people are flying out for the weekends. Or people are, you know, they're tied to this segment of the market where they're just playing pickleball or going to this particular restaurant and the bar. We now have a real melting pot of 90,000 people, so there's different options. So we're not necessarily going to have the same numbers that we had back in the day because now I can miss it.
I don't buy all that.
I can watch it on TV. I can stream it. I can watch it through IG stories. It's sun hot anyway, or it's the same thing I see even the cook food element, bro. We used to kill to go to the Heritage Days.
Listen to
because
me.
you were getting that real. Well, now you can get that 2 or 3 times a week, and that's I think a part of the lore and the luster has gone.
You messing up already because you lying. Because you're not talking about the reason why some people be messing up the food.
Oh, that's
What is it though?
No, we can't talk about that one.
Oh, God. We always, we come into the end if we
time to get it.
We hungry, we talk about food.
Yeah. But yeah.
Not everyone.
Yeah, but that one.
Some people.
Give her a chance again, bro. It's been years.
You know, I saw the sign.
Yeah, you riding you the other way.
I saw the sign one time.
But yeah, we have tons of events, and I see that too. Where like on a regular Saturday, you have 4 or 5 different things competing for everyone's attention, and to some respects, you have the different demographics. Like if this is your thing, you want to go do this, you can go do that event. You can go, horseback riding over here with the kids, or you can. It's just so much now. So.
But then when
we live in a competitive environment.
When you look at something like Carnival, though, it literally is appealing to everybody.
I think it should be. I think so.
I feel like that's the one time a year everybody is kind of like on the same page. Even people who do not like soca music are.
They'll come out and watch. They'll come out and that what hurt me one year with Bottom and Knew It was not last year, years before when you felt the decline. Is I'm there on the sidelines watching, and there are people who are tourists from the hotels coming out. Let me enjoy this. What is this? And they're looking like that's it. Or what is that? Or me as an ambassador having to say to them, "Hey, it's not really like this all the time. This is a one-off year." So from that respect, I would love to see it get back to One Carnival so we can have a better product. I think sometimes when we expand, or we try to do too much. And now it's diluted. Let's bring back all the bonds, but let's do one. Let's work on the marshals. Let's work on having this thing cordoned off. To be honest, I'm an old school head too. I want to see it end in town. To be honest, that's controversial.
Minister of Culture, you need to get a contract written up for the young man to my right. the new head of Carnival.
Nah, we got Rashad at bottom and noon. We just need to get them all at the table now, and they can figure it out. Just get one thing going. But Chris, we really need you next year, though. For real, we need you on the truck.
No, we don't.
Need you on the truck.
What's that mean? No, you're not. No, you're not.
Nah, we need to get you on the truck.
You're not gonna come on the road with me?
No, I'm not.
Come on, Chris.
At least model for Wristband. Give him a little
Chris,
something.
we all wear like little thongs on the road and things.
What was your nickname? You said Salsa Papi.
Salsa Papi.
Yeah.
That's a good meal section there.
So So y'all have the theme for the next
They
year
actually
ready,
had they had a Latin
Latin band.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That was for you?
Azúcar.
Yeah, you could have
what they call again?
Masa
Masa
Azúcar.
Yeah, Masa Azúcar. Yeah,
Sugar,
yeah.
that's sugar.
Shout out to the
You know what it
Edens.
is? I was
Jamila
gonna say
and company,
Jamila.
yeah.
No, sugar, the word. Oh, never mind.
Ah,
I don't remember why I got on my CXC. Never mind.
Yes, more sugar.
yeah.
Thank you. See, my Spanish boy, he know.
No,
He know.
but I thought you were telling me the name of the person I would like.
Oh, nah, shout out to Shamila and them one. Yeah.
I was like, sugar wasn't involved in that.
So y'all have the themes for next year?
Yeah.
When are they coming out? Because you can't give us an exclusive or not?
Well, we'll see. We still got a lot of time to kind of put things into place. So
Can't show our hand too early.
yeah. But
It gonna make lots of sense though.
we're working.
It gonna make sense.
It's gonna make sense.
So you throwing shots.
And it's gonna be so relevant.
Oh.
Of course we throwing shots. I feel like if we sat back this year and y'all did not use the opportunity to come and yam our food for us, that was a big
Hear that competitive one over there. She talking her. Okay.
It was a big mistake.
Okay.
It was a big mistake.
Okay. All right.
Big mistake. You shouldn't have done that.
Well, hopefully we don't get in trouble for this one, because somebody called names. And,
So, hey,
but he stands by it. We stand by it
if
too.
if it was based on opinions, I could understand. But I am telling nothing but the truth. If y'all vexed at the truth, then be vexed.
Facts.
Did the woman ever get her money for the hotel stay, for the house stay?
I don't know.
She said this.
Not on me.
She said this happens every year. Every year.
But that kind of her fault though.
That's what I wanted to say.
Don't invite them back.
You the bad business person. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Don't let them back in.
That's not a wristband problem.
No.
They probably go back begging or telling they're gonna be different.
y'all bringing back Father Phillips again or not? Because he.
I would love to.
might-
Get us some
and,
sponsors.
him and Nandi are good energy, man. They're beautiful people. Like he loves it here. He's a real fun guy. Like so if we can get him back, if his schedule allows, then yeah.
Chris, can you run you just go on the truck with me? Let's go on the truck.
Yeah, you don't got walk.
Yeah, just do the truck.
I'll get you a VIP pass.
I can be hype man on the mic.
See, we got him. All right. Live.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a pod episode from the road, man.
Be a cardinal.
Everybody!
Be a cardinal for section of the music truck. And let it be the pod link up. Carnival edition.
There gonna be 3 people in the back. That's it. Nah, we had a good time. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope it wasn't too strenuous on you. Thank you, Bob, for taking over.
All good.
I know you left your son this evening to join us.
Yeah, hopefully he's asleep, but that boy hates sleep so much.
He won't go on the road.
Sleep every single night.
He ready for the
If he comes on the road,
Wristband, but he won't go on the road.
get some little mini baby shirts printed.
Yeah.
So when the bucket hats reach, you can spare a couple for us.
How about this, right?
I know someone at customs, man. We can line it up for you, man.
We'll order the bucket hats, and I'll assign, let's say 20 to Kayla to do what she pleases with, and you get yours from her.
Okay.
Just so I don't lose any more bucket hats.
Appreciate
We don't get them hats.
No.
What you say? Some hats just went missing, or
Yeah, they went missing.
he has the hat that I really like, so he know which hat I'm talking about.
I had it. I don't know where it is.
Damn.
That even
Everybody
worse.
losing these hats.
It was a
Wish I could
casualty.
make that.
And that won't
Don't you say it on our podcast? Edit point.
Yeah, that won't get that came later distribution. Who got the last hat?
Yeah.
Bob take my hat out my bag and give to somebody.
You see how
And then he
you see how they
found
arguing
one
over the hat?
for me. He found one for me, and then somebody else took it.
you know how bad this is? This is it's your own hats.
The hat
This
was
is 2
the hat
years
was fired
ago,
up.
by the way.
It was a
Yeah.
reversible.
But
too.
that's how popular we were, because it was just whew.
Everybody
Everybody
fighting over
came.
them.
They were like, we would just buy a cup. We would just buy
Just
an
to get on the
armband
road.
just to come on the road with
That was
them.
crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it's tough, man. But I was gonna say the only reason why you're a hack, I'll give you the was because
Watch him.
We ended distribution at 5:00. We locked up everything, doors locked. We started packing up, and this one guy came and knocked on the door at 6, and he was asking for his costume, and I was about to be like, well, technically distribution's over, but we let him in, gave him his costume. It had a bucket hat missing. And that was the one she had that I went to boss lady and said,
Can you please cut to her face, D?
Can we please add said bucket hat
I still
to...
do not have a hat.
It
It's
looks
really
could
nice
kill.
hat.
So somebody went through the merchant, stole the hat.
But boy, somebody might have, who knows.
Yeah.
I was gonna say anything possible. That another thing, just but that's why we work well too. We're not stealing from each other. He got us on lock.
Yeah.
Wristband or nobody.
Yo, my girl.
I'm kidding.
She's like compass what? Anyway, any final comments we got here from Kayla? Her nails done up. I see you.
No.
No.
I don't think so. No.
All right, no DMs. Send us some DMs so we can read
My
next time.
DM's dry. I deleted them. I'll save some for next time.
I appreciate it. Bob, anything for you out of here, bro?
No, we just
Can I come back
looking
next
forward to.
No, you can't come out no more.
You should make her a regular, like her third.
But do you want us to get? That's a whole other hour pod right now.
Don't
Okay.
get him started. we need
My son.
We need to finish this episode
My
first.
son.
Woo! What y'all favorite soca songs are before we leave?
You miss me. Why you
Like
gonna cut to
right
me when I
now?
sing the song, bro? That's my.
You were just talking about Compass now?
Nah, we good.
I wouldn't have come with a pot of milk so bad.
Nah, we good.
Do I have a favorite soca song right now?
Any new songs right now that
He about to go download them now so he can be ready for the road next year.
I would say Good Spirit was like my favorite song this year. Which is a popular one. Yeah, I would say Good Spirit.
Chris has never
Oh, it
heard
is
it.
Good
Chris has
Spirit.
never heard it, by the way.
Full blown?
He's
Full
never
blown.
heard it.
Really give him a soca playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get ready for next year.
Yeah, you would have heard that Mango Tree because they play it there all the time.
Soca Poppy, the new
who
rebrand.
sings it?
I want to say Full Blown. That what they call it? Full Blown Good Spirit. I could be having the things backwards, but I'll give it to you.
Soca Poppy, yeah, 2026.
No, I'm doing that.
Rebrand for the pod.
I think I kind of stayed away from soca music this year just because we weren't on the road. Like I definitely had FOMO. Not to get this conversation started back.
I never understood it, but what soca music does to women, bro, is it's
spiritual thing.
yeah, it's amazing to watch. Like I get enjoyed. And nah. So let me clarify that.
What about spiritual for you?
Chris is probably thinking that we're like having a group chat convo. No, I'm being serious. No, they be like just to watch women dance by themselves and enjoy the music, like where it takes them.
You
like,
get goosebumps.
It's a soulful experience. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
I'm not talking about the half naked on the road stuff.
No,
I'm
it's
talking about
like literally in the fete, rain start falling, goosebumps, like that fete till you're falling down.
Literally.
You can't.
look how her face has changed. That's what it does to us.
You cannot describe it. You just feel it. It is a feeling. It is like it's your entire soul. It's an outer body
What Bob
experience.
say?
Like
When the music hit?
yeah,
I remember Rashad.
Literally, but
I remember Rashad talking about one of the things that he would notice when he had an event was when they went into like a dance hall or a gun tune type of segment, and you could see the energy and the vibe change. And I remember watching him like, all right, DJ, yo, let's, and then you just see the mood just. It's and obviously
it's different.
I get it. It was a gunman tune, but the soca to women, bro, like that just it's a nice vibe. It's a nice. So when you said good spirit, that song in particular, like that, yeah, you having a rough day, you having a whatever, put that on.
Yeah, any kind of soca music make you happy.
If you with someone around somebody that don't get happy when you soca music, you gotta run.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah,
like you don't have to like it for it to literally just make you feel happy. It's a.
So when Ferrari next week they back next week, right? I want you to put Good Spirit on afterwards, man. It'll change the whole vibe.
I can send you a little playlist.
August
You got Apple
29th?
Music?
You know,
No, I have
he
Spotify.
needs one in one in
You got
2015.
Spotify.
Nah.
2015 music.
The 2015 soca music playlist that Private Rain had.
Yeah, we saw you, Chris.
That should be
I
the
think
thumbnail.
I probably actually used to watch it on YouTube.
It's the red one.
It's the red one.
I don't remember.
It's the red one.
2015 was out. They had that song there. What's the name of that guy?
He-
Was
he-
it Little Rick?
You know,
Which little Rick song?
The big one there.
Go down.
The Monster.
Monster was 2015 or 2014?
I heard he's
Somewhere
soca
around there.
aficionado.
I don't know.
See, you want to talk about me like I don't know nothing.
All right, little Rick. All right, soca poppy.
Anyway, but he came here. He performed at Wet Fete. I was actually there.
Yeah.
That was actually 2014. You're right.
That I was gonna say
Oh, wait,
that
you-
was before 2015.
Chris, you went to a wet
because
fete?
2016
That's when I used to
was
go. Yeah.
You went to a wet fete, Chris?
the one by Grand
Wet
Harbor.
fete, Chris?
Grand Harbor, that was the last one?
The one by Grand Harbor.
That was the
Wet
last
fete.
one.
Chris,
You want me to tell you
H2O.
that? That was when Winston Conley was running, and he had
Wow, he put Winston on the blouse.
yeah, 'cause he had rags that he was giving.
That
out.
Victor boy,
Vote for
Victor
Winston.
Victor ran his campaign.
That was 2013.
I took a picture in it because I was like, this is so smart, like to get all this whole age group.
Yeah, we had to keep
like
calm,
I kept my rag. I
that.
took a picture, vote for Winston in my wet fat outfit.
Hey, whatever works, bro. Whatever works.
Hello,
you got elected
got some
too.
Votes for that.
The wet fat died just because we had too many of them.
Please stop the cool effects too, by the way, since we're here. Bro, y'all have a cool
The
effect.
cool effects feel like a scam.
It's a scam.
Bring your own liquor.
Back it, get your ice, get your cooler. Bring all that.
And
then we don't have no performers, we got a DJ, so you're going to hear the scene.
Next thing you're not going to be bringing your own DJ.
Call a friend.
Don't give me the aux cord.
Who next? Yeah, you? Come. Bring your aux, bring the aux. Don't get no ideas, Bob. You talked about the cost last
we need keep this thing contained, you know.
Sorry.
Shout out to the cool effects, man.
Yeah, shout out to the cool effects. Let's not offend our connects. I'm sorry.
Nah, Mocha and Soca, all the wet fats.
But for real, we did overdo the wet fats.
They overdid the silent ones too, right?
We had a good
silent. Had a run.
I've actually never been to a silent party here. I've done one on a cruise as a kid.
Did you go to the Cocoa Fat they had there? Here back in the day?
Yeah, by Jake's Scott.
Yeah.
What do you mean if I went? We all went.
Oh. That is true. You're like Jimmy and
Yeah.
So you don't even remember you look.
Because
what?
I was one of his first friends. He might have remember. But no.
So aggressive, man. Look at her.
I am aggressive.
But
it used to be right there by Jake Scott's parking lot.
No, I tell you what I do miss is the sessions.
Tell us
after our sessions.
Parties. Yeah.
Yeah, and after like by Jatis and thing, like those were fun.
Oh, the illegal stuff?
Yeah. 1000%. By Jatis, by Nini's.
Say less.
Oh, they were.
And then we had a little run by Reliable.
Reliable, how to run.
Yeah, like after Jatis kind of.
Boy,
Yo, Chris is really out here in
And
these
by
streets.
CUC there used
Sherenos
to be.
used to run hot.
Wow, you're aging yourself.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah.
It was hot.
There was no AC up there. They had one little thing with the TJ booth. That was it. Yeah, it used to be a furnace up there, boy.
Yeah, we used to have nightlife. That's a whole other episode, I swear.
I'll come back for that one.
I'll come
You
out.
come out next week?
You just told me I couldn't come out.
I was joking.
Don't embarrass me.
I was joking. You always welcome.
I could come out next.
But bring the DMs next week, though.
I gotta try. I gotta.
You know what? Just post
You
something.
gotta
Post something.
You got to throw out some bait.
Yeah. I gotta throw back.
Dave Chappelle.
Naturally, then you want to see her, right?
Yeah, you won't see her after that. Let's get out of here. Thank you, Bob, for joining us.
All good.
Stefan with an F.
With an F.
Kayla.
Please.
Go back and listen to our old Platonic speaking episodes, please. Go run up the numbers, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
See over everything.
Hennessy over everything.
Was that the best one? I can't.
No,
That
it was
was
anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Yo, stay away from the brown liquor people. Stay away. Stay away.
I'll go back and listen. It was good to be here, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
We can use this one. Don't worry. This one can come up.
I hope so. I behaved.
Chris.
And it wasn't even my fault last time.
Wet Fat Chris. What's up? Anything final comments?
Ooh,
Wet
spicy.
Wow. I actually have some stories on that wet fat. I'll tell one day.
Oh, okay. Well, he's scratching his head.
You don't want to come on the road with us, but you got wet fat stories.
This was literally over 10 years ago.
What?
Can we throw a wet fat then for Chris?
Yeah. Bring him
Careful
back.
how you say that.
Watch him blushing. He like that. Flirt with the old lady. He just
Chris gonna be at the door working security. Can I see your ID, please?
Chris gonna show up. Chris gonna tell you the day of. Yeah, I just bought some tickets for everybody else to go. I got some steaks over here. Thank you guys for joining us. Chris, any final comments before we go?
I appreciate y'all. This was this is enlightening. I learned a lot about Carnival.
Yeah. You're
So
uncultured.
not being a masquerader myself. So
you're uncultured swine.
I know.
There's probably so many things we didn't even see.
Yeah.
We do a part 2 when the season comes around.
We calm down now.
Right before the band launch or after the band launch?
Right before.
Yeah, that's the
When you bring us our
and then maybe we could like do a sneak.
bring
we get
us our bucket hats. Yeah.
Can we get a press pass? Okay.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yo, thank you for joining us. You've been listening and watching the Link Up podcast. You know where to find us. You can find us on Instagram at PodLinkUp. All the streaming sites. Find it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mom too, because even though they love us, Chris got us a Facebook crowd. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're at work, you're not paying attention to what you're supposed to be doing, you're doing laundry, you're in the car, traffic, whatever, we appreciate you. Let's try to keep this thing going. Hopefully we'll be back same time, same place next week. You've been listening to the Link Up Podcast.